All right, guys, we are on. Hello, hello. Happy Monday. How weird is that? I'm not used to saying happy Monday. I am trying to make sure that we have got this all set up right. I know some of you may be aware of, with Mercury retrograde just being over, and then we had a lot of just crazy energy the last few days. So everything has just gone kind of wonky. So I, for once, and I better knock on wood, technology seems to be okay. My technology, not so great. So lots of stuff coming in, lots of stuff. So, but I thought, it's better that I be in a good headspace and not try to push before we get started. So, all right, I'm going to give it a minute for peeps to join, and I'm going to go and make sure that those who are on Facebook, it looks like you guys are good. You're in there. Let me, all right, we'll give it a minute for people to join. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to figure this thing out. It's been telling you, oh, me and technology, I swear, it's a love-hate relationship, my friends. It is a love-hate. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Well, I know you guys on Facebook can see me. Why am I not able to see me on Facebook? Let's see. All righty. Bear with me here. All righty. Come on. Okay. Oh, I think I found it. There we go. I hope. Is it? Is it? Is it? Oh, maybe. Good gosh. I swear. There it is. Oh, I found me. There he is. Okay. I found my Facebook Live. All right. Hey, look at that. There's even captions. I love it. Somebody had asked me, someone messaged me. I can't remember if it was Facebook or on my YouTube channel, and actually asked if I would be sure to include like closed captioning type stuff. And I didn't even think about it. So my apologies. So, but it looks like it's working on Facebook. So I think we're good. And let me make sure I'm getting comments coming up. Okay, there we go. Okay, we are golden. We are golden. All right, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, it's been a little bit crazy and lots going on in my life and just around just in general, right? And, the universe and all the crazy like planetary alignments. And, we just had the 8/8 portal. What was that? Friday. And then Saturday was the full moon. And then Sunday was the ending of Mercury retrograde. So I don't know if you guys were all kind of feeling it. I sure as hell was. So, but the positive of all of this is the fact that the veil between us and the spirit realm is so very thin. So when this happens, it just makes messages come in so much stronger and so much more clear. So I don't complain when it comes to that part, but as far as all the other, chaos and craziness and tired and overwhelmed and technology not working, yeah, I could go without that. But we make do until we get past all of it, right? And then we're so grateful and thankful that we had everything happen because it all happens for a reason. Well, sometimes we'll never know the reason, but you guys, you know what I'm saying. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna go and I'm going to say, let's see, I'm going to do some shout outs. So I have a whole new setup, and my table is so long and I'm only 5 feet tall. So trying to lean across to try to scroll is a little bit challenging. But it is, um, let's see here. We'll make it work. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Someone had asked, where are you located? I am located in Utah. Um, However, my readings, private readings or events, um, most of them are centralized here in Utah, but any kind of private readings, I also do virtual as well. So, but this Utah is my home state, I guess, if you will. I just got back um, from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and we got to also go to Baltimore, Maryland. And so I don't know if you guys have ever been, to the East Coast, or if you've ever been to even, to Baltimore, Pennsylvania area. And I'll tell you, beautiful parts of the country, absolutely beautiful. But I'm telling you, as much as I would love to move to the East Coast in that area, I could not do the humidity. It was so crazy. It was 95 degrees with 75% humidity some of the days. So it was a little bit overwhelming at times. I wouldn't say completely unbearable, but there were some days I was a little, uh, yeah, just, it's gross. How's that? It's just gross. Being in a dry state my whole life, it's hard to adjust. But I guess you do, right? Don't you? You kind of acclimate eventually, right? So, but anyway, it was fun. Came back from Gettysburg, and doing that event and getting settled. And I have some fun events coming up. I want to share that with you guys really quickly. And then, of course, we're going to get into tonight's special event, if you will, where this usually, you guys, when you join me on Thursdays or sometimes Wednesday nights, it's ultimately, tarot card and then also personal readings. But tonight is going to be a very special night, very not different, but we're going to just primarily focus on spirit led. So I am not going to be having you guys post your numbers like I usually do. I'm not going to have you post, anything actually. We're just going to do ultimately spirit led. And so as we get into that part, I'll explain it for those who aren't too familiar, or maybe you just need a little refresher. But so some fun events I want to share with you guys really quick. Now, I have been asked so many times, when are you going to do an all age event? Because most of my events are at, bars and clubs. They have to be 21 and older. Well, I have an event coming up. So September 27th, I will be at the Elks Lodge in Bountiful. And I will be sharing that event on my page here shortly. And a friend of mine, Misty, had messaged me months ago and said, hey, I have the month of September to find, an event to do. Would you be willing to come? And I said, absolutely. So tickets for that event are, I believe, $40. I'll post all this information. Now, that is going to be, it's going to sell out very fast. So I would say if you're wanting to come to that one, September 27th, it's a Saturday, and I believe, it's so bad I can't remember times, but I'll post all of that. I believe that it's at 6 p.m. And then I've got my Halloween, my annual Halloween group reading, gallery reading, I should say, event, and we've got it locked in, and that's going to be October 4th. Can you guys believe that we're already booking Halloween stuff? So exciting, so fun. So Saturday, October 4th, I am going to be again in Bountiful. I've been trying to kind of do some events up north because I don't really get to do much up north. So, and and that is at a cute little place. And I know my amazing assistant Mandy is on. So remind me, Mandy, it's like Maze, Maes, Maze Gathering Place, I think is what it is. But as soon as I get everything finalized, contracts and everything there, I'll post. And that is going to be the annual Halloween event. It's in Bountiful, this really cute place. We're going to have tables, chairs, linen. It's going to be fun and fancy, but more importantly, we're going to just have a good time, especially with Halloween, right? Isn't that one of our favorite holidays? I don't know. It's Halloween's definitely one of my favorites. So we'll get more information out there as we finalize all the details. So those are two all age events coming up here end of September, and then shortly after October 4th, and that'll be the Halloween one. And then I my last event that I had at Redemption Bar and Grill in Harriman, several people that attended booked parties for September. So September is completely, I mean, it is booked. So it is full, August into September. So if you are wanting to get, a private reading booked, or if you're wanting to book a party, especially a party, I highly suggest that you reach out and email, and we'll get you all of the details and available dates. But because October, end of September, all the way, all of October, even into the first weekend in November, usually gets completely booked really fast. And so Halloween is on a Friday night, I believe this year. I think it was Friday I saw. So there'll even be, November 1st parties and stuff. So anyway, so just, if you're wanting to, you know, get something booked, I'm happy to, we'll get you all the details. I'll have Mandy send it all to you. And yeah, it's gonna be fun these next few months. And then November 8th, I'll be in New Jersey for the New Jersey Para-Unity Expo. I'm so excited for that. We're in the process of getting our flights booked and the hotel, and that's going to be fun. I don't know if you guys remember last year, I posted pictures that, at the event, was able to meet one of my mentors, I guess, if you will, Chip Coffee. Got to sit with Chip Coffee and chat for a brief moment. Got a picture with him. And then also Jason Hawes. We were at the after party, and he's a really nice guy. And then my daughter JC and I, when we were in Gettysburg at the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, she was so excited that she got to meet Satori Hawes, which is Jason's daughter, and then also Cody. And Cody was with TAPS, Ghost Hunters. Oh, I almost said the bad word. So just amazing, very humble people. So super excited for all this stuff coming up, for the remainder of the year. But we'll always be doing our live events, with free readings. These are some of my favorite things to do, and giving back to you guys for those who, can't come to events, or, just aren't able to book a private reading at the time. This is why I do what I do and try to do these free nights as much as I possibly can. So hopefully I'll get to where I can keep it at once a week like I was before. But, things come up. We went to a concert last week, Thursday. So, date night's important. So, okay. All right, my friends. So, oh, cute. Hi, Kimber. My little granddaughter is waving. Let's see. I'm going to do some shout outs. Say hi. Hi, Brandon. Good evening, my friend. Let's see. Gina said, I will see you on the 6th of September. I'm very excited. Oh, I love it. I can't wait to see you then, hon. Here, I'll put these on the stage here so people can see. Gosh, my arm feels like it's stretching. I need one of those extender, those claw arms. Cassie. Hi, Cassie. Do you still do classes? Yes, I'm so glad you asked that. So, I am going to be putting together a level one class here shortly. That's actually on my to-do list. So, Mandy, my amazing assistant that is on right now, Mark, will you note that for me, Mandy? And Mandy and I will get together and start working on getting the classes put together. So yes, more to come on that. The classes for level one are very basic, but you also get to really learn more. So if you feel like that you're pretty versed on a lot of things in the metaphysical, or if you're pretty versed on, mediumship and the different clairs. Now, if you don't know the different clairs, then I would say let's get you into level one, and then I'll be getting level two started as well. So keep an eye on all of that, and more to come. Let's see here. All right, my gosh, let me fix my little. I got a new little, there we go. I got a new ring light and setup and I love it, but it's getting used to here. All right, just wanted to say hi to some peeps that I see that are on. So hi, Regina. Good to see you here, hun. And Elizabeth. Brittany, how's the house hunting going? Well, good news is that this is going to sound weird. Good news is it's not going yet. So I had this strong feeling that I felt like we needed to kind of put things on hold, and I wasn't sure why. And then when we came back from Gettysburg, my husband kept saying, I just have a feeling something amazing is going to happen. And well, he had thought it was going to be with myself, that something was going to happen at the event, in Gettysburg, and something huge, which don't get me wrong, it was an amazing event. And, I got the chance to do a gallery reading, which was fabulous. Had amazing connections. So we came back, and he was offered a really nice promotion at his work. So much more money and just better all around. And so I went, see, listen to your psychic wife. So now we're getting the ball rolling even more. So we're I don't even want to say we're hoping, we will be in a house before Christmas. It is going to happen. So that's kind of been the craziness, but we're excited. We are going to be most likely moving up north because his work is that way and be a lot better. And I can be anywhere. So yeah, so lots of fun things this year, lots of amazing changes, new beginnings that'll be starting. So yeah, super excited. And I can't wait to be in a new home and a new space and set up a new, studio. And it's always fun to have, new stuff, right? New beginnings. It's my favorite. All righty. Oh, I love it. Oh, Leanne, I'm gonna post your comment, hun. So my sweet friend Deja Lu psychic medium. So Leanne said level one helped to me understand and trust myself and what was coming to me, which opened a life-changing door for me. It also helped me to step into being my authentic self. Oh, that makes me so happy. That makes me teary-eyed. I love it. I love it. And yeah, Leanne is very gifted and very talented. So definitely, guys, I say check her out. Go, and she does free readings just as I do as well, and private. So she was in my level one class, and we just, we had a great time. And she recently, I'm not sure how long ago it was, Leanne. I mean, probably 6 months or better, finally decided to step outside of the broom closet, as I say. She has been sharing her gifts, and so incredible. So I knew that she would do just fine, but it's hard. It's something that, it's scary, and it's unnerving to sit with someone you don't know. and then to just trust in everything that's coming, and knowing that you might be wrong, but that's okay. That's, we all are human. But also, when it's like riding a bike for the first time, you need practice, and it's a muscle that you have to work. So, but she's absolutely, absolutely incredible. So, I can't believe it's been over a year. Holy crap. So I guess it's been over a year since she did. So yeah. Um, and oh, Leanne, my other Leanne friend said, can you do them online? Yes, they actually are online, Leanne. They'll be over Zoom, and you don't have to be in person at all. And even when we do the kind of the fun little field trip activity type stuff, you can still join, if anyone wants, that's here in Utah, that wants to come in person. But if not, they're doable over Zoom, if that makes sense. So yeah, absolutely. So you can live all the way on the other side of the world, and we can still have you join. But I will definitely get all of that out for you all for sure. But okay. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Brittany said that weekend you told me about house hunting. We sold our house. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. So sweet. I love it. Somebody did ask how I was feeling. Thanks, you guys. I've had a really bad, infection tooth of mine that it broke. And I am not a fan of the dentist. I have serious anxiety. So it's getting better, and I'm getting it all taken care of and finalized this week. Thank goodness. So I don't know. I think nothing is worse than tooth pain, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but it's just miserable, and I feel like that you can only take an edge off, and nothing takes the pain completely away. So, all right, sounds good. Oh, Brandon, how close to Logan are you? We are, so to Logan from here is about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So not too bad. Are you coming to Logan? That would be awesome. Yeah, Logan is north, but about 2 hours ish. So yeah, absolutely. Um, oh, Shauna, you're having tooth pain now. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, hon. It's awful, I'm telling you. I joke and I'm like, I would much rather give birth, to like a 10, 12-pound baby than have tooth pain. Oh my God, it's brutal. Okay. All right, you guys. So we'll go ahead and get started. So for those who are just joining, I was kind of explaining earlier that tonight's going to be a little different. It's going to be more spirit-led. So the way that, and how I explain this spirit-led reading. So tonight is just about really just, I'm not going to ask you for numbers. We're not going to pull tarot cards unless I feel drawn. It really is going to be where spirit, whoever it may be in spirit that comes in, will control the night and really kind of facilitate, if you will. And we'll just kind of navigate through it. It's a night of where I just listen and channel. And then as I am, sharing all of the messages coming in, the validations, the things I'm seeing, hearing, or feeling, or knowing, then what I do is I'll be watching for your comments, and so you'll still want to comment and let me know, if this connects with you. Then that's where I will end up, going to you. Now, ideally, if we end up channeling one of your loved ones in spirit, and I choose you ultimately, or I should say they choose you, I would love for you guys to come on stage face to face. Now, normally I say it's okay, don't worry about it. I still am that way. I don't want you to feel pressured, but it's just so much. It's easier And it just flows a little better when someone comes on, and does you know, face to face with me live. Then I'm not having to watch for the comments to pop up. So it's definitely, it's a fun way of channeling. I love spirit led readings. They're just like what I do when if you come to an event, they're all spirit led. But sometimes doing it virtual can be a little challenging, just because we have to wait for people that are on to go, oh yeah, and then type in, or text in your phone. So yeah, very much just listen. Now, I usually would love that whatever is coming in, that you connect with it all, or a good portion. And it has to be, I mean, pretty like right on. For example, when names come in, and let's say I said, I'm hearing, and I'm just bringing this up, this isn't someone I'm hearing, but let's say we'll use my husband, say I hear Justin, and I say, oh, okay, I'm hearing the name Justin. And it's like 2 syllable. I can hear JSN, because that's usually how it comes in. And then sometimes people come in and they'll say, oh, is it Jennifer, or is it like Joseph? And, so that's where it's like, it has to be, as I'm saying, Justin, 2 syllable, so just be mindful. I think we get so excited and we want so much for it to be our loved one, that it is completely normal. And I don't blame you. So, but for the sake of just making sure we're connecting with the right person, then just make sure that you can connect with it, and then validate it, with um, when okay, so when I choose you, I'm trying to explain this the best way for those who've never done this. If I feel drawn to you, because your loved one is taking me to you and you're connecting with all of the information, then I will, pin your comment, and then I will ask if you want to come on live. And then if you don't want to come on live, we'll just watch for the comments. Now, once I choose somebody, now I ask that you keep your comments and hold your comments, unless unless as you're listening, things that I'm still continuing to get from spirit, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm connecting with all of this or whatever, then please, it's okay to comment and say, you know what, Steph, I think, blah, 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 whatever. Or you can just say, I can take almost all of this, if that makes sense. So, but we'll kind of just see how this all comes about, and go from there. So I'll tell you, a lot of times I do, if you guys have ever, if you are on my Facebook page and follow my Facebook page, and Instagram for that matter too, but I will post what I call little postcards from heaven. And what those are is just like out of the blue, sudden messages that I get from a departed loved one. And I just have to, communicate that information. I get it out there, and then hope that whoever it's supposed to be for, gets it. And then even better, if they message me and they tell me, yes, this is me and this is why, or whatever it may be. So I just had one just a few days ago, and I'm gonna reiterate this because nobody is connected with this yet, and it is just eating at me. So I'll tell you really quick. This is I was laying in bed. What I can't remember what night it was now. I've lost track of all my nights. Saturday, I think it was. Heck, I can't remember. Anyway, I'm laying in bed, and yeah, Saturday, and I had a very just adorable younger little boy, I would say male, but young man come in, and I was trying to sleep, woke me right up. And the signs, the messages I was getting from him, and if I can remember all of these, because once I get it out there, I ask my guides to take it all. So his name was, kept getting like Adam J or Alan J, Aaron J. It was like, but he would go by AJ, for short. The number 7 was very significant. So 7 would be his age, possibly the month of July, the 7th of a month, 7 years ago. This is where even he, would have been 7 this year. So that's where the 7 kind of comes in. Also, he kept showing me that he loved to fill his pockets full of rocks or like pebbles outside. And it was something that it was like, such a very simple message, such a simple vision. But he knew that whoever took this message would know that it was for them. That makes sense. So, also, um, there was, oh, I got to remember all of everything. It's all out there listed. Um, and maybe if you guys are on there, you can post and comment the rest of these. He did. His message ultimately to mom and or dad was about the fact that there was nothing that they could have done earlier to have caught his illness, that he wanted for mom and or dad to let this go, because it was like we should have got him in sooner, we should have had testing done sooner. This cute little boy felt that the doctors did what they could and wanted mom and dad to move forward. Also, he was showing me like a Superman cape of some sort and was saying, wanting mom and dad that when they're sad to get his cape and that would protect them. It was so adorable. It was so cute. He also had a blue kind of plaid colored shirt. Now, I don't see color so very often. So the fact that I saw blue plaid, this can very well be like literally a shirt he wore, or the favorite color is blue. This will be coming up. So, but it's to see color for me means that it's very significant. Um, and then I feel like I'm missing something else. Oh, yes. I kept hearing the name Colt, or like, the gun Colt 45. Um, there's something about, I had actually saw a Colt 45 gun, but I was so focused on the name or the word Colt. So that may have had, uh, a significance as well. So sometimes we have to kind of think outside the box. It's not so literal as it is kind of more of a figurative. So these were the things that I was getting. So I put it out there, but I have not received any confirmation of who this belongs to. Who this sweet little boy, was trying to get a message to. Now, that same night, I also had a connection with, or felt a soul that was really wanting me to reach out to my son. And I reached out to my son Braxton and had asked him a question, and um, he he tried calling me back, but it was so late, and I'm like, I'm texting in bed, and he's like, you gotta call me. So that night, my son was with my oldest daughter, Mandy, and my son was with some other friends. They had just gotten back. So right at the time that I was channeling another soul and channeling this cute little boy, there was a horrific motorcycle accident on Redwood Road, and about 100 south, 90, like 9800 south, I think somewhere around there. And my son Braxton and one of his friends went to go get McDonald's, and it had happened just right about the time. And unfortunately, they didn't witness the accident, but they saw the young man laying there with a sheet over. And apparently, this man was going pretty fast on the motorcycle, and it hit a car so hard that it flipped the car. So the motorcyclist hit the car so hard, T-boned it, looked like, flipped the car. Unfortunately, this 31-year-old man did not survive. And I just thought it was just, it was so, it gave me chills. And I'll tell you, I've done this 28 years, and there I'm not as affected as I used to be. And that one affected me, where I was just like, those chills, and then your stomach gets like butterflies and you kind of like can't catch your breath. And so I don't know, I don't believe in coincidences. And it happened right when I was channeling, was when this accident apparently had happened. So it just too coincidental, and I don't believe in coincidences. So um, it was just a very crazy, heavy night, Saturday night. It was a lot. Now Saturday was the full moon. So this happens a lot on full moons, but oh, yeah, it was a lot. But I saw a comment. Let's see. Oh, Michaela, was the child channeling you in an accident as well? Um, oh, was the child that was channeling, was he in an accident as well? Is that what you're asking me? And if that's what you're asking, it very well could be, hun, only because it felt to me that we didn't have much time. Um, Passing was very quick, unexpected in a sense. Usually, if it's an illness, if it's cancer, if anything like that, then they it would be a different feeling. However, with the message also being that not wanting mom to be worried about that they didn't get him in soon enough or get this checked, that I think is what threw me off a little bit, to where it could be an accident that happened, but then passed later of complications, if that makes sense. So, it's one of those things where um, my job as a medium is to try to interpret the best way I can. And sometimes it's just not as easy as some others can be. And especially when it's from a very young soul, you got to also think maturity wise. So, yeah, so it very well could be. I think the biggest thing was was the name AJ, or like, Alan J, or Adam J, or, Aaron J. It was like AJ, and that he would go by AJ. So it's yeah, it's very interesting. So yeah, anyhow, so if pass that along, I know a lot of people shared, and so we'll connect this sweet little soul to his mommy or daddy or whoever may be. And even if it's not with mom or dad, someone will be like aunt, friend, and then it just kind of goes from there, right? So okay. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and shall we get started? And I'm super excited. I've had so much coming in, and you know, um, I would love to. I think one of these nights I need to do like a Q&A. I've had so many people say, Steph, do you ever just do like an hour Q&A where, and not questions about, you know, about like a reading question, like just questions about, you know, how I channel, about, what things are like, or, I mean, just, about the process, or, how did I find out about my gifts, these kinds of things. So watch for that. I'm gonna plan to do that, so that you guys can just do a fun Q&A. All right. So now I have to tell you, names have been coming in so clearly. It's been unbelievable. I just did a party for these ladies Friday night. It was such a fun group of ladies, and there were 7 of them. And you guys, I could not believe the names as they were coming in, and just the exact specific validations. So I'm super excited to see. And the veil is still super thin right now. We're still in that realm. So we definitely haven't lost it. That's why I wanted to do this tonight versus Thursday night, even though Thursday probably still would have been okay. But I think I wanted to take advantage of it. So, okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, and as you guys know, when I'm starting to channel, I will scribble. You'll see me over here doodling. And what's kind of nice is that you guys can get a better kind of view now because my camera's different, my setup's different. And so you can see on the cameras, I'm over here doodling. Um, and what this is called psychography or automated writing. It's a modality, it's a tool that some mediums use to get energy out. So as I'm hearing, feeling, seeing things, it's a lot easier for me to just kind of write it down and we get processing this. So, but I love, oh, one of the ladies that was there. Oh, I love it. Hi, Tiffany. I'm going to put your little comment. So, Tiffany was there. Oh, I loved you. Tiffany, when she was there, and she said, "We loved you. Amazing readings." I'm so happy, and what a fun night, and some incredible connections. So I can't wait to be able to share more of those, and especially one particular thing that happened that I can't say until maybe I won't even be able to share it, but it was really cool. At the very end, something came through, and yeah, it was very, um, definitely gave me the goosebumps. So I love it. All righty. Okay, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to do my little scribbling, and then now, what I'm going to be doing is welcoming any souls that walk within God's white light to come in and giving them permission to use my energy. So, as I give them that permission, I ask that they give me signs and symbols, names, numbers, messages, memories, visions. Sometimes they'll manipulate my taste. It's called clairgustant. It's where I'll taste things that they'll be trying to communicate, or it might be like their favorite food, or it'll be something of that sort. So, um, I when I channel, one thing for those who have followed me and know, I don't want the basics. I don't want the general of I'm here, I love you, I'm with you. Um, it's I want specific numbers, names, things that there would be no way for me to know. So and your loved ones in spirit do a pretty damn good job of that. Now my job is to make sure that I hear, feel, or see it. So okay, all right, I'm going to shut my mouth and let's see what we can know. Please share this, you guys. I'm telling you, we've got 67 people on, which is beautiful. I love it. When you share these, events, or, call up the friends and say, you'll be amazed at how just that one act of listening to your intuition ends up being the exact message that your loved one in spirit is trying to, get across. And I've had it happen many times where that person is read and they hear exactly what they needed to hear. So it's like you are, sharing the love. You get to be the conduit as well. Okay. 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 All right. I'm starting out. So for those of you who aren't familiar with kind of energy, how your body is wired in a sense and responds to energy. So um, your your left side, your left arm here, your left side is your divine feminine, your right is your divine masculine. So anytime I start to feel, either on my left side or right side, a chill, or sometimes my arm or hand gets warm, it's um, it signifies or gives me that message from your loved one of, okay, first thing is this is male, this is female. And so my left side has got the goosebumps. So I do know this is female. So I've got it, but I've got a younger female. She's very adamant that, and almost in a joking way, that she never made it to 40. It's like, it's like when some of us are like terrified to turn 40. And, I just turned 50, and I'm going to lift this up a little bit. My gosh, it keeps creeping. There we go. Okay. Um, so it's, uh, I just, like I was saying, I just turned 50, and I really struggled with turning 50, which I know, sometimes I always say it's just a number. But this younger female is joking about the fact she never made it to 40. Um, and it's interesting to hear her put it in that way, because some come in and they're sad they never made it to 40, but she knows that um, it was known for some, and I'm assuming whoever may be on that's connected with her knew that turning 40 was really going to be rough. Now, I know that that's probably going to apply to a lot of, younger women. So, of course, I'm going to get more, but I just want to put that out there first. Um, she's very specifically, um, she's like, and she said, tell them that tell them my favorite drink. And then she's showing me out. So here's all the drinkers out there. uh Lemon drops. So whoever is on knows that she loved the drink lemon drops, or lemon flavored drinks, alcohol. If you've ever tried a lemon drop, they're amazing. And that was so specific. I can literally even start tasting like the well, like the lemon drop candies, the hard lemon drop candies. Literally, it's such a great thing whatever I get is a good tasting thing. It's awful when it's, like a while ago, I did a reading, and I was channeling a younger male that chewed, and I got to taste chewing tobacco. That was fun. Um, so gross. I've tasted black licorice, and I hate black licorice. So lemon drop, or lemon flavored, or lemon martinis, right? But yeah, right, Kylie? Yeah, lemon drop. They are so yummy. Lemon, flavored even alcohol martinis. Even a sense of even like an alcohol, Arnold Palmer, right? Where it's lemonade and iced tea, or a lemonade, spiked lemonade. So I want you to think it, because it is very lemon, but it's like the fact that she loved them, not just them, but with alcohol in them. So um she okay. uh mm, I keep hearing a name like, boy, this is a tough one. Hang on. I can hear two syllable ending in like nay, but like runay, shunay, dunay. Um, Now, when I get names, it doesn't necessarily mean that that is the person's name I'm channeling. It can also be that they're wanting to validate someone here in the physical world that they know. There's a connection. So even the name doesn't have to be, it can be living or past. So now, if anyone is starting to connect with these validations, please comment, and let me know. That way, we can make sure that energy starts shifting towards the right person. Um, Uh, okay. Also, hmm, where she keeps mentioning that she keeps mentioning that how do I put this? Trying to understand what she's showing me. So hang with me here one sec. Okay. There's a sense of where what may have caused her passing or what was an underlying condition in including what caused her passing was very rare. So like her illness was very rare. Or, she may have actually passed, and I'm just being a little bit, hypothetical, but she may have passed from breast cancer, but actually, one of another thing she had that was, added to that was very rare, a rare illness. So, um, let's see. I'm looking at your comments now. So, um, Um, let's see. Okay, so my friend Golf Ladybug. Hello, my friend Melanie. Um, hmm, I don't unless you can connect with eh, the other validations. I'm not sure about Melanie now. But Cassandra, but Brittany. Now that being two syllable and hearing that N-A or N-E very well could be hun. So Janine, that um, mm, no, could be, but I really feel that she may be wanting to recognize who is on the live. That very well can be, but there's such an emphasis um, on that two syllable too. So let's see here. Let me read. Let's see where is um, my sister-in-law. We call her Tay. Passed away 5 years ago on Saturday. Okay, and she was very young. Okay, um, and Samantha. So Samantha Churchill. Samantha, tell me, does the even the lemon flavored drinks, the lemon drops, the lemon martinis, the lemon flavored alcohol, do you understand that also the passing of one thing, but actually she had, other underlying illness but it was rare, very rare to where, we actually, it's almost like we would have thought she would have passed of the rare disease, but she actually passed of this or passed this way, that makes sense. Um, Christina, my sister passed from breast cancer, a rare kind. Ah, and so Christina, does the other connections, do they make sense to you? The names? Of course, I'm going to ask for more. Um, okay. Um, okay. Let's see here. Okay. So Christina Diaz Reynolds, uh, your loved one that you're referring to. I just got chills with you, hun. So I might be with you. Does the fact of not making it to 40, the fact of even a comically oh my God, I'm so glad I can't even, it's almost like I don't even have to worry about turning 40. It's kind of that way. um, but also, like I said, the lemon drop flavored. Um, and Samantha said she had a rare autoimmune disease and passed unexpectedly in the hospital after kidney infection. Oh, okay. Christina, my sister was a drinker. She's not sure about the lemon drops. Okay. And that's something that's interesting too. Is that even, usually if they were drinkers, they wouldn't be so specifically um, wanting to communicate the lemon flavor. Sometimes when it's alcohol, I just see it's more not clairgustant, it's going to be more clair cognizant where I'll vision will pop up and I'll see alcohol bottles. So I think it's interesting that it's lemon. So or the flavored lemon. Now, this could be this is where these things happen where yes, she's a drinker, but lemon was like her favorite. Like me, I love lemon flavored, but I'm not a drinker anymore. So for me, it wouldn't, make sense if it were for me. So just kind of trying to help. So Christina, she made it. Okay. So Christina, let's see. And Samantha. Okay, I'm gonna get some more here. You guys see if we can um, get some more validation so that we know which direction we're heading here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to bring up, okay, she just said, oh, tell her this. Tell her this. Boy, that came up so clearly. Tell her this. And then she's showing me a memory. Oh my goodness. Okay, this girl was a partier. She loved to party. She loved to have a good time, maybe flirtatious, totally harmless flirt. But she's wanting to talk about the time. So she dressed up as like a naughty schoolgirl. You guys, I'm telling you, some of the shit I get is so funny. Literally, like the plaid type skirt, right? The white socks to the knees, knee-high socks, the belly shirt, whatever it may be. But there's a sense of tell her, and then that vision pops up, and it's like, oh, she'll know, she'll know. So it's like sense of memory of the time that you all did this. So let's see. April said, my childhood best friend passed before 40. She was a drinker, but a heart problem that was not known. Okay. And her name is Amber. Okay. I'm going to write that to the side for a second for you, April. April Ackerman. Her name I know is Amber, but if this were her, do you connect her with someone with that two-syllable name where I heard like the NE at the end or NAE? Um, just because that is not going away, it's coming in pretty dang strong. So, you know, um, yeah. Okay. I was just listening again because I heard something else there. So let me know if that makes sense there. Christina said she's a jokester. Oh, this one really is very, um, she's fun. She is very much a bit of a jokester. Now, um, even there even those who are kind of jokesters, smartasses like this, who show visions of, this naughty schoolgirl, and maybe it's you that dressed up that way, but they can also be the ones that, um, you know, show up in in kind of that attire, but it is just like so left field, or maybe even so left field for them, if that makes sense. So, um, let's see. Okay. So I'm gonna have to figure out how. Okay, she's Yes, she's a flirt. She loved dressing up for Halloween. It's her favorite holiday. Oh, I love her already. Shauna, hi Shauna. She even brought Halloween tonight and was talking about it. Yes, I absolutely was. Um, okay, so and then April, yes, that definitely happened. Dressing up. Her father's name is Charlie. Ah, okay. And Samantha, she was so funny and such a jokester. She had the best personality. So funny, would definitely be the person at a party. Oh, I love that. Um, let's see here. Okay, I am going to boy, I'm really torn between two of you. So I'm gonna see if I can get her to give me more. Um, she just Jackson, Jack or Jackson, Jack or Jackson. Now that can be very well, the well, sometimes it can be last name. So, but yeah. So one, very boy that name is not at all um, misinterpreted. I'll tell you that. So, and here's why: because she's showing me. Do you guys know in the movie Titanic? And oh my God, we were just talking about this the other day with some friends, where people had the controversy that Jack could have got on the damn door, and what is it, Rose? Is that her? Oh God, it's been so long since I've seen it. And let's go at Jack, or Jax, right? So Samantha, Jax is her brother, and Carson, my partner. Ah, okay. And Shauna, Jack's Hard Lemonade too. That might be where she's trying to get me to. If it's not literal lemonade, it can be Jack's. So Samantha, so Jack's is her brother. Okay. Samantha, I'm with you, hon. Do you see how it's just where sometimes uh, we have to get more in order to get us to the right person. So, Samantha, I am going to come to you, hun, and let's see here. Okay. All right. So, Samantha, I'm going to be with you, babe. I have no doubt now that we are with you. If you are, I'm going to just pin your comments so I don't lose you there. Now, are you, see if I can get this to cooperate. Okay, I thought that was me. That was not me. I was like, oh my God, they're messing with our shit already. Christina said my sister liked Tennessee Whiskey song. I love that song. I love that song too. That was crazy. Fix my thing. Oh my gosh. Dang short people problems. Okay, so that was pretty funny. I'm gonna have to try to tighten this little thing because I'm seriously okay. All right, can you guys see me? Am I back on? Okay. Um, that was too funny. I'm like, where'd you all go? I thought it was me. It was not me. So, see, Samantha, if your sweet friend who we're channeling was quite the prankster and jokester, that's the kind of shit they will do. They will mess with your, electronics. They'll have lights, flickering. It's just their energy being so strong. So, what I was saying, Samantha, and I don't know, you might have commented this and I missed it, but would you be willing to come on live, hun, and I'll bring you on? Or do you want to stay behind, behind the closed door per se? You just let me know. I would love to have you bring you on because I have a strong feeling um, that this soul is just, there's so much excitement for the fact that you are here. So, oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. All right. And let me try to fix this dang thing. It's driving me nuts. I have to come and have my hubby come tighten this. It's the joys of like trying to. Hi guys, how's that for a close up? Okay, so Samantha is gonna come on. Let's see. All right. Okay, so Samantha, I'm gonna post a link, and you're going to see that link. I will pin that comment, that link, and you will click on that, and it should let's see here. Oh, come on. See? Now I'm having issues in my Facebook. Okay, let's try it again. Bear with me here. See? It's your friend. She's like, she is messing with us. Okay, come on. Okay. Okay, hang on, guys. Bear with me here. Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now we work. Okay. Okay. All right, my dear. So you should see, I pinned the link. It looks like you're on Facebook. So click on that and we'll bring you on and see what more we can get from this hilarious young lady. I love it. I'm waiting for you to hop on, and I'm going to kind of scribble for a minute some more here. And Jack's his brother. I love that. I love that she said Jack, that Jack's, knowing that you would know that this was her, right? That this was her. So, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Boy, I got another, while I'm waiting for Samantha to join in the room. Let's see. Then we will look at something here too. All right. No, I'm gonna actually too. So okay. Oh, you're good, Samantha. You're good, hon. Okay. See, I told you it's your friend. It's this. Okay, no worries, hon. Just go ahead and just comment back. As we go through and let me know. But I also want to try to bring on Christina. So Christina Diaz Reynolds. Hi, Christina. I have a strong feeling too that we need to bring you on, my friend. But if you are willing to also join live, that would be fabulous, hon. You just let me know. But in the meantime, I am going to um, I'm going to keep channeling. So let's see. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post another link just because we're having some issues. So even maybe, yeah, first Samantha. So for you, Samantha, even if you want to try this new one, hun, maybe this one will work. Good gosh, you need longer arms. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to show that one on stage. Okay. 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 So, you guys are so cute. I can't say that I wouldn't be the same way. So, Christina, I honestly would be like, well, come on, but you all might want to turn off your cameras at the time. But no, it's totally, we all are here just with all good love and light and no judgment, right? No judgment. So you let me know, Christina. I posted that link. So if you can click on it and join, and then also for you, Samantha, if you're able to figure out how to join, honey, we'll bring you both on. I can bring quite a few on at once, so it's kind of fun. Okay, but while I'm waiting, I am going to write a few things down. I've got another I've got another soul trying to step into in almost like a very persistent way, but not connected necessarily to Samantha or to Christina. So bear with me, guys. I knew this was going to happen just because there are so many. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Christina said, I can't see the link. Okay. Might have to, yeah, you might have to scroll up, hun. But I can. I'll post it again, just in case. How's that? It is a busy night. Holy smokes. No kidding. Okay. Okay. I posted the link again. So you should. Christina said I can see it, but can't click. That is so bizarre that you it disappeared. Oh my gosh, Kylie, you're so cute. I love it. You might have to, so here's a suggestion, and I don't ask me how I know this. Someone told me you might have to copy the link and then put it into a new browser, and then it should work then, supposedly. So don't quote me on that one though. Look, it's like the blind leading the blind tonight. This is great. While I'm doing that, while I'm waiting for you guys, but if you're not able to join over video, we're not for Christina and Samantha. But there's an emphasis I need to bring up the name. Oh wow, okay. I've got Julia or Julie Ann. It's like I can hear Julia. Julie Ann, 3 syllables. Now, 3 syllables are very hard for, at least for me as a medium, to hear. So to hear those three is pretty significant. So, but Julie Ann, with that emphasis of the A at the end, Ann or Julia, there's the Julie Ann. So, and oh, look at you guys helping. I love it. Okay, that's okay, Christina. You're fine, hon. Oh, Kylie, you're so cute. You like my cute shirt? This is another, brought to you by Shein. It's another Shein or Temu. You don't want to see what shorts I have on. I'm not even wearing matching bottoms. I was like, I want to be comfortable. Who cares? You guys won't see. And then I'm going to stand up. You guys are going to be like, what the hell is she wearing? It's like in your meetings, like if you ever had to do virtual meetings, during COVID or whatnot. And, it was like business on top, party on the bottom, right? That is so funny. Let's see. Let me go and, okay. So, hi, Michaela. Michaela, your mom is Julia. Okay, hang on with me. So Michaela, Julia has mom passed, hun? And has mom, yes. This is definitely a soul on the other side. Yeah, bringing up that name so specifically, and there's no doubt. So definitely is, like I said, that Julia or Julie Ann. So, and and Michaela is, mom is still here. Okay, so let's see. Michaela, is it yes, it is a woman on the other side. I have a lot of females coming in. Let's see. Oh my God, her best friend passed, named Joanne. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, Michaela. This woman is your mom's friend. What? Okay, so Michaela, can we get you on here? Oh, look, hang on. I just had someone jump in the room. Okay, hang on. We're all over. Oh, I got Samantha in. Yay. Oh, we got it to work. Woo-hoo. Hi, beautiful. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. You got it figured out?
I did.
So was there a trick or what was the deal?
You said put it in a different browser, so I just copied it and put it in.
And it worked?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at me go. Look at me go. Okay. All right, beautiful. So now, so tell me, with this beautiful young lady that we're channeling, that we're connecting with, how do you connect with her, hun?
So she's my fiance's sister. When we
Okay.
first started dating, she was the first family member I actually met.
Oh, I love that. Okay. And you're still with fiance?
Yes.
Yeah. And her brother is Jax?
Yeah,
Are you?
my fiance is Carson and their brother is Jackson, and then they also have a sister named Shelby. So there's 4
Wow.
of them.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know for a fact that she is here for you. So and it's so interesting. It's the way that she is coming in is very just a fun soul, and just very fun, just very vibrant. She's like I said, kind of a flirt, but very harmless flirting. She also she just keeps wanting. Now, I think you're in a car, so she's kind of like talking about who you are with or where you are at. So she just keeps talking about that. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, and she's and you are still with Carson, her brother, right? Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Um, I love that she brought up her brother's name so clearly and with Jackson. Now, this doesn't mean that that Carson is not being recognized. The way that she wants to recognize her other brother, your fiance, is through you. So it's like she knew if I got you here, the two of you would have a beautiful communication, and then ultimately being able to share that with her brothers and sister for that matter. But um, Uh, she, okay. Um, what, okay. Now she had, did you understand, the rare illness, hon? Did you
Yeah.
understand the rare
So
illness?
she battled with it for a long time. It was a really long time before I met her. Probably in high school, is what I know. An autoimmune disease that ultimately caused a kidney transplant, and she had that. And then maybe just a year, 2 years later, she passed away in the hospital.
Okay. Okay. Hon. Okay. All right. Um, and the only reason that and the only reason I'm bringing this up, mentioning this, is because she's, there's such a, it's such a feeling of being in that space still um, of the time of her passing, what led up to it. The ones that are really still kind of dumbfounded, still confused, still wondering, what, as she just said, what the fuck. So sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Sorry
That's
for anyone. Yeah,
good.
I'm gonna get censored on YouTube, um, but but this, it's just her beautiful, funny personality. But she, there was so much, as she's showing me, there's so much, um, when people rally around somebody who is sick, when they have cancer or they have something, and they and the person that is sick is so just humbled and surprised by all of the support and the love. That's what she's showing me. She's just so humbled and just loves the fact that everybody kind of came together and rallied and tried, to, and if it wasn't as much as trying to do anything to, keep her here, but even more so after her passing, about keeping her memory alive, keeping things going. And she loves it. She says, don't forget to take me on the hunt. What?
So her dad and Jackson, they're big into hunting, and it's coming up
Okay.
right.
Did she ever go with them?
She did, yes.
Okay. Okay. Will you please share that message with her brother and with dad about don't forget to take me. And it's even a feeling of that they have something that they take with them when they go, like to keep her with them, or, or memory, uh, good luck, whatever this may be. Because she's like, it's kind of comical because it's like the feeling of, well, you did it, but I'm worried that you might forget this year, So it's like her way of just making sure. She loves being, uh, she loves the attention. I don't know how else to put it. She's like, she loves it.
Mhm.
um,
Yep.
she oh, she wants to know when the date is. Do you have a date for your wedding yet?
We don't. And yesterday would be 6 years since he proposed. So we
Oh, oh
Mhm,
my gosh.
mhm,
Okay. No wonder why she's like, why don't we have a date yet? When is the date? So
mhm.
you better tell your fiance that his sister is gonna haunt him because
Yep.
there's no date. No pressure. No pressure. Um, oh, I love her. Um, she mm, okay. Okay. Um, she's shown me the number 14, hun. 14, 1 4. So the 14th of a month or 2014, January 4th. If this doesn't connect with you, this very well can be even connected to Michaela, who's got mom's friend kind of chilling. I can feel here. So Michaela, if you connect with 14, or if you do, because I've got a couple souls trying to keep in. Um, 14 can also be January 4th. So just kind of, keep it in mind. If it resonates later, great. If not, it's okay too. There's, hang on, let me scroll through. Let's see here. Um, eh, okay. Let's see here. Okay. Um, okay. I'm reading some comments. I thought I was seeing where, okay. 13. Do you know, anyone by the name of Juan Cortez Jr.? Do you know who that is?
No,
Oh, okay. Someone
no.
just commented. I thought,
Sorry.
is that for? um, just making sure it wasn't for you. Um, let's see here. I'm reading. Oh, yeah. Michaela said the 14 could be for her. Gwen sent me something on Valentine's Day for my cats the day before she passed. Oh my goodness. Um, okay, Michaela. So Michaela, Michaela knows the one. We got all these people coming in. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay, so they're connecting with the 14. Okay, we'll put that to the side. Thank God. I'm like this gal on the other side is very impatiently waiting to connect with who they're connecting with. So I think that's awesome. Um, yeah. Now, hmm, she's also now what is your, well, we're gonna call her sister-in-law. What's your sister-in-law's name, hun?
Taylor. We call
Taylor.
her Tay.
And you called her Tay. Okay, okay, okay. Um, that makes sense. Okay, I got it. Earlier when I kept hearing that I couldn't, I kept thinking it was more like Rene or whatever.
Mhm.
Got it. Okay. Um, she just said not to be mistaken for Tay Tay. Did you guys tease her about Taylor Swift?
No, um, our kids and Shelby's kids, they call her Tay Tay. Aunt Tay, Tay Tay.
Oh, okay. That's cute. Okay. I thought, are you just not a Taylor Swift fan and you're like I feel like it's just her kind of comical personality anyways.
It is.
So
Yeah.
um I love it. Okay. Um let's see. I'm gonna Oh, Michaela said they connect to Jack too, by the way, from earlier. The young, oh my goodness. So sorry, hon, hang on. I got to ask her really
Okay.
quick. So, Michaela, the young boy, Michaela, you're referring to, they connect to the young boy that I had coming in Friday or Saturday night. If that's the case, I seriously am dying. Um, that would be really good. Um, okay. One thing I want to tell you with Tay, there's such a feeling of so tonight was all about just spirit led, and she loves this. She loves that she's like the first. She loves that she was able to say things so specific that she knew we would get you in front of me, like picking up on the name and just the other, validations. She also is wanting to mention that she hasn't left and where it's like she wants others to know that she still is there to celebrate. And I feel like this is, where we miss her at parties, right? Of course we do. We miss her, but she was kind of the fun one or whatever. It's like they're just not like they used to be. And she's really emphasizing that I need to actually, I'm seeing happy birthday. So someone has either just had or very soon. Usually it's within a week's time. Do you get that?
Carson's birthday is on the 22nd.
Perfect. Okay. Look at that special message for your fiance. So, will you please tell him that she said happy birthday? I will be there. I will be there. And she said, and I'm assuming this is a drink. She's like, have one for me, bro. Have one for me, bro. So, having a shot, because she loved to just be around family. It's like all about the family. So please let your fiance know, give him shit that he hasn't planned a date yet or set a date. um, Also, letting letting her other brother know, about the hunting. She's very adamant. I make sure I like remind you that. And then also, mom is still here. Mom is still alive. Yes. Okay. She's all, I can't forget about my mama. She's like my mama. So,
Mom.
um, she, she is, she says, I miss the late night talks. I hope you understand that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
She says, I miss those late night talks. So please let her know. Yeah, I mean, we're going to call her your mother-in-law because I mean, she might as well be. But let your mother-in-law know that one thing that Tay is so wanting for mom to watch out for, pay attention to, be mindful of course, is her individual signs. What she loves, and I don't know, maybe you know this, or you might have to ask your mother-in-law, but she has me sitting at like the dining room table, and I'm just sitting there at the table, and it's like your mother-in-law talks to her there, feels her there. There's a sense of being around this table, and where she just wants mom to know this and to validate that, okay?
Okay.
Um, but she, if anything, I'll tell you, she's a big part. I'm going to tell you why. She's a piece of why I chose tonight to be spirit led because she just wanted to make sure. And I'm telling you the reason. I mean, there's many, but also the fact that we've got brother's birthday coming and all these other things. So just maybe pass those messages on, if you will, hun.
I will.
And I'll, of course, this will be on, YouTube they can go back and watch, or it'll be on Facebook. I think it stays like 90 days now or something. So
Okay.
maybe just let them know. But okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
honey. All right. You're so welcome. I hope this gave you some comfort, babe.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, hon. You're welcome. Have a good night, honey. Okay. All righty, guys. Let's see. Okay. Um, um, all right. Let me see. I'm going to look at these comments. I am just completely so I am so excited. So, okay. Okay, Michaela, you said you believe they do. Um, okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, I will definitely explain. Um, so for Michaela's family, those that hopped on, I think it's Trix and I can't remember, was it Juan, I think was the other that was on that connected to the 14. But we had this beautiful soul coming in that really immediately, so younger male, I'm sorry, younger female, but female coming in immediately said, right away kept bringing up the name Julia, and Julia was someone who she was wanting to refer to. And if I understand right, where Michaela had said that Julia is your mom, Michaela, right? Michaela said, yes, Trix and Juan, they're not family, but I think the soul was their boy. Gotcha. Hun. Okay. And that's perfect. So now, um, so the Joanne that Michaela, you said is mom's friend, is who we have here, is the female that has come forward. Now, pause there for a moment. So for you, for Trix and for Juan, um, when Saturday night, I was just laying in bed, and this happens off and on. It's some days it's a lot, some days or some months I get a lot of these messages, some I don't get any. But when the veil between us and the spirit world is so thin, it really is a beautiful time where the portal is so open that loved ones in spirit, so those ones that you have lost, start to come in, and they'll take advantage of the opportunity. And what they like to do is find someone, such as a medium, to get messages to their loved ones here in the physical world. So let's see, Michaela, oh yeah, Michaela, I'll send you, yeah, let me send you a link, or maybe you are on, let's see. Okay, one sec. And Kristen said, oh, my mom's name is Joanne. So crazy. We've got all these names connecting, huh? Okay, let's see. Copy that. And okay, I'm going to go ahead and okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay. Oh, guys, this is a lot. Okay, Michaela, I just put that link in there, and so if it won't work like what worked earlier for Samantha, copy the link, put it in a new browser, and it should pull up. So, but then going back to as I was explaining for Juan and for Trix. So, when Saturday night, I had this cute little younger boy, this little guy came in who has passed, immediately woke me up from a sleep. I mean, I was just barely starting to fall asleep. And there was such an emphasis on the fact that I needed to get a message. And what I do is when I get these messages from loved ones in spirit, they'll come in and they just give me bits and pieces. I'll either see certain visions, I'll hear certain things that that they're trying to communicate. I'll feel certain ways. Sometimes I'll taste certain things. And so I call them little postcards from heaven. So it's not like a full reading, but what it is just like, please give this postcard message to whoever it may go to. So Saturday night, I had this, like I said, this little boy come in. He was uh, he was so just very sweet, but he kept giving me the name like an AJ name. I don't know if it was Alan J or Adam J. This could be Alan Jackson, or I'd say Alan Jackson. Hey, that's a singer. But then gave me the initials AJ, so may have went by AJ. And then with the AJ, I also was getting the number 7. So 7 being, the age of 7 as being, the age maybe he passed, the age that he may have been, the month of July being significant, the 7th of a month being significant, 7 years ago. This is how they'll start to communicate. Then he also talked about having rocks in his pockets, and would bring rocks in, or pebbles, or marbles. There was things that he would bring in, and it's kind of like, as a parent, you'd be like, oh my gosh, emptying out the pockets, right? As you're trying to do wash. And then, Trix said birth month. Oh my gosh, Trix. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh, I think I had your son. Okay. Is there any way for you, Trix, or even Juan, or whoever may be, can you join? Can I, send you the link? You'll see the link. And would you be so willing to come on live? I think I've got, let me look and see if, oh, yay, okay. All right, I've got Michaela. Hello, beautiful.
Hi.
Hang on, let me turn my volume up here. This is crazy.
I know.
Oh my gosh, I am like in tears. So yeah, everybody grab tissues. So now, Trix is a friend of yours?
So I don't know if you want to like add Trix and Juan
Yeah,
on here like with
yeah,
me, if that's
yeah. She
possible.
said she could join. Let me try to send her this. This is so amazing. I am dying. Okay, let's see here. All right. So and you might, you can always try to help her out too. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so for Trix, if you see, hon, you'll see in the comments, there's a link and it says StreamYard. If you click on that, if you can't click on it, then copy it and put it in a new browser. That's how you can get on, and we'll get her on here. And while we're waiting, I cannot believe, and what I am thinking and what I love is the fact that, so this lady that is here, this beautiful, kind of just fun maternal female soul that is Joanne, who brought up your mom's name, is a big part of why we now are going to be able to connect this mother to her son. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I think
Isn't it?
I had a feeling that it was like Jack, but that's why I sent them the
Yeah.
link. And then you started saying Julie Ann, and then I was like, Julia is my mom. Joanne is her best friend. She just passed last year, so
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. I think she might be here. Let's see. Oh, she is. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Okay. Okay. I think we got everybody
Hi,
on.
guys.
Oh, you guys, this is so incredible. Hi, Trix.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, are you so nervous?
Unexpected. We were about to go to bed.
That's totally fair. That's totally fair. And is it Juan? Is that husband?
How
Yeah.
you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right so
Kind
far.
of kind of freaked out?
A little bit. Yeah.
That's fair, hun. That's fair. Hi. So, I love that Michaela is our middleman, and ironically, as you're on the screen, she's like literally in the middle, and I love
Well,
this. And
Ironically, that's how we met too, in the middle.
oh, really?
Yeah. I don't want to
I
give
love.
anything away. So
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I would rather you guys talk before I did.
Yeah. So, okay, so I'll just get right into it. So as I was explaining, Saturday night, as I'm in bed, and oftentimes, I can't go to sleep, especially when the veil between us and the spirit world is very thin. And usually that happens on a full moon, which Saturday was a full moon. I I just started to get lots of what we call downloads from this cute little guy. This young man came in, woke me right up, and now I've been doing this 28 years as a practicing medium, but I have not outwardly shared my gifts until about 5 years ago, and at this kind of magnitude. Um, and so when I get these little postcards from heaven, as I call them, they're not full readings, but they're just enough that I'll share and then hope that it connects with somebody. And so Saturday, at like midnight, I'm on my Facebook and I'm putting all of these validations and messages coming from this sweet little guy. And I posted it, and not one person could connect with it until till now. So, and tonight, I usually do my lives on Thursday nights. I very rarely do spirit led, which they're my favorite. But what that means is that I don't pick anybody, that spirit picks that person, which is where Michaela comes in, where the friend Joanne comes in, where she mentioned Julia, which is Michaela's mom. And it's their way of validating that, as Michaela said earlier, I think the young man that was coming in, the little boy, was my friend's little boy. So the things I was getting from this sweet soul was the name, like Jax or like AJ. I kept hearing. Do you understand that name?
See now, AJ.
no, she just said AJ or Jack.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
His name is Jack.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that his first name?
Jack Antonio.
Okay. So I just got it
Oh,
backwards.
Yes.
And there is literally, it's called psychic dyslexia or medium like channeling dyslexia. It literally is, it's a thing, especially when it's midnight and I'm trying to sleep. He also kept showing me the number 7, the month of July, the 7th of a month. I think you had said he was born in July.
Yes.
Okay. He also kept wanting to, he kind of giggled and was showing me how he would come in with rocks in his pockets or marbles and like kind of giggled about it. Do you understand what that's about?
Yeah, it's probably rocks or sinkers.
Okay. I love it. I know that I have your son here. Oh, I'm going to start crying.
And for you to say, sweet little guy,
He was.
he was one of the sweetest kids.
Oh, and I have
Yeah.
to tell you, you guys, both of you, I've had many souls wake me up and be very demanding, be very kind of aggressive. But he was a sweet little guy. It was almost like he's like, ma'am, I have a message. It was so adorable. So I love hearing that, and I always tell people the soul never changes ever. So your beautiful little man, his little soul is just, it's who he is. And he came through that way. And I have him here, by the way. I'm already getting where I feel like for you, Michaela, your mom's friend is a big part of helping us to connect him to his parents. So thank you for that.
And it's so funny because like I usually am asleep by now, but I took an overnight shift, so I'm on my overnight shift right now. So
Oh
I'm
my,
never up around this time.
see, isn't it crazy how everything's aligning? It's all meant to be. And, you know, our loved ones on the other side, they do this shit. They control this. They will make these things happen to
Right.
make sure. And I was getting so frustrated because I'm like, "God, nobody is connecting with this little guy." And I thought, oh my gosh, but I knew eventually we would, but not gonna lie, I was getting really sad. And but it's all about divine timing, you know. But then
Well,
also some other things he kept bringing in. He kept wanting to talk about, or he kept showing me. Now I don't see color, but he was wearing like a blue plaid or striped shirt. So for me, that's either one that he had, he'd wear, or blue is a very favorite color. I just don't
yes,
see. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Um, I'm getting more from him. Hang on. You scribble a little bit. I just heard, "Hi, Daddy." "Hi, Daddy." Like so quickly, like, "Hi, Daddy." um, hang on here. He he also when I was picking up on Saturday the messages, this one was a little bit kind of vague, but I kept seeing a Colt 45 gun. So it was like something about that or a gun. Do you understand that?
I understand, but it has nothing to do with him, but I understand.
That's okay. As long as you understand why he would bring that up.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Is it
if
or
you are comfortable and you want to share, you're more than welcome, but you don't have to, hun.
okay, our son passed a year ago on the 8th. Like the anniversary was 3 days ago.
On Saturday.
Friday.
Friday? Oh, I
Oh,
thought it was Saturday. Okay, never mind. Okay.
oh my gosh.
Now July 28th, I woke up to my smoke detectors going off, which has been a thing around here now. And his frame fell off the wall. So I knew something was going to go sideways on Monday, but I wasn't sure what. But the day panned out. And what wound up happening is my 23-year-old niece came over here and she was very upset. And just, I was trying to like figure out what was going on and I couldn't. And around 9 o'clock, she went into my bathroom and shot herself in the head. And it's only been 2 weeks today. So that's
Oh,
what the gun's about. So it's like Jack was trying to warn me that morning, but.
Oh my gosh. I just got the chills all up my body.
And what did you say about the number 14?
yeah, the number 14.
What were you saying about it? Like,
It just came up. Meaning
okay,
that
well,
it's
that's
a
a double for me because Jack was 14 when he passed. And my niece that just killed herself 2 weeks ago, her birthday is coming up on the 14th. So it's kind of a double.
oh my goodness, hon.
Wow.
I'm so sorry for your loss of your son, for your niece. You know, I I really feel that you know with Jack coming through, you know, almost literally a year to the date of his passing, of his anniversary. Now, it doesn't mean that he didn't try to come through Friday, but just because I was so busy. Matter of fact, I had a party that night, so most likely I wasn't listening. um, but then to come through Saturday, and that's when they come through, is when my mind is at its most, you know, quiet, when I'm kind of, you know, trying to sleep. Um, the the fact that, you know, it happened Saturday, and your niece had just done this, was this after Saturday?
It was 2 weeks ago today.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. Oh, okay. So I don't want you to look at it as that that anything could have been done to have prevented this. I really feel that your sweet boy was coming in more or less. And I love this because the way he's coming through now, yes, of course, he wants to come through and to give you and dad a message, you know, his dad a message, and anyone else for that matter. But him being such a sweet and giving and just a beautiful soul that even at 14, I'm shocked that he's 14. I'm going to tell you that because the way he comes through and channels, and this is not a you know, this is a compliment, is that he's not a typical 14-year-old little shit,
Oh,
you know?
no, nope, not at all.
No. So I have a 13-year-old daughter. I know what they look like, you know? And so, but what I love is that he's like, I need to come through. And because I thought, how weird is it the gun came up with this? I couldn't quite understand it. But it's where now he's here because he wants to make sure that the family knows, you know, which would be his family, that he is with your niece, that he's with his cousin, that she is okay. Now, being that, you know, her passing was only a couple weeks ago and being, you know, a new soul, it's really very rare to channel a soul that early. And then, you know, when a soul, when they die as such as she did, the soul gets kind of, I don't want this to sound harsh or insensitive. It's like ripped out of the body, pulled, and then sometimes they don't even know that they've died yet or they've passed. I kind of feel that with her, and so, or she was that way, and now Jax is like, it's okay, Mom. It's okay, Dad. I'm with her. I got her. So, because some religions feel that if someone takes their life, that they go to a dark space, purgatory, hell, you know, and it's so far from the truth, you guys. So far, it really is. You know, it's sad. It's an epidemic right now. I mean, I sit with so many that are unfortunately in the same position, um, and I've yet to ever channel a soul that took their life in whatever way that isn't in that bright white light. So I really feel your son, his message, a big part of it. And now I get it. I just thought it. Now I get it. I get his message now. So I thought this message was, well, for you and for your nieces, you know, for your family with your niece. He kept mentioning that when is that him? Is that a
Yeah,
picture?
it's a painting, but yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. And that's the
And he's wearing
blue.
blue.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hang on.
Look ahead.
Ooh. And I really, I try so hard not to get my emotions and feelings, but when you're a mom anyways, you know, it's hard not to. I just looking at his painting, that picture, I mean, it's exactly who I feel he is, you know, and who came to me that night. And his message too was about that wanting to say to Mom and to Dad that that it was like the way that they did everything they could and not to feel like you could have done anything different, that everything was done as it needed to be, that it was my time. And he also kept saying that when you're sad, he said, get my cape or my blanket and put it with you. It was like I felt like it was a protective cloak. Do you understand that?
I sleep with his baby blanket.
Okay. So he wants for you, Mom, to, when you're sad, when things are hard, to keep that blanket. He was kind of cute. He was like, wrap it around you like a protective cape. It was so cute.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
but also, you know, I even feel this message is, you know, for your brother, your sister, you know, with your niece, that there's nothing they could have done to have prevented this. That unfortunately,
But
um,
feel a certain way, like I could have done more. I could have called like somebody. I could have, like, as soon as I called the second person, I heard the gunshot go off.
oh, honey.
And it's like, I don't know. But go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right. And this is why he knew that you would hold on to this guilt, this, um, regret, however you want, to put it, and saying that, there was nothing that could have been done. You couldn't have stopped this. And I know that's hard to hear, but I mean, your son is such a beautiful, very honest young man that I feel he's just more than anything um, wanting to, well, for one, to comfort you both, but also so worried for all of the family, and how this is affecting them. Um, One thing you said is that she passed it. This was 2 weeks today. And that's 14, and that's also 14 days to 2 weeks. They'll do this.
There's a lot of 14 going around here lately.
A lot of 14s. Yeah.
Mm.
Hang on. I'm just so glad that I'm just so glad that we got you here. And I'm so glad that Michaela, without you, hon, this wouldn't happen, because you hopping on and everything. It's like,
Yeah. When you talked about him on Saturday, I didn't really want to like push to ask, but then I saw that you were like on live and then you were talking about him as soon as I got on. And I was like, God, I just like, I don't know much about Jack or like, the family or anything, but I just had a feeling like it was about him. And
yeah,
like, it was like bothering me. And I'm like, I have to tag them in this because like everything I feel like it's just adding up, So,
yeah, yeah,
of course.
absolutely. Absolutely, hon, absolutely. And even to think even, your mom's friend who, said your mom's name so clearly, and then it just kind of we got everything lined up beautifully. Um, it's all meant to be, and it's the forces on the other side that are so powerful. And I always say never ever question those little voices, because like you said, you just had a feeling, and had you not, this wouldn't have happened, right? So it's beautiful. So I thank you, and Jack thanks you, because I can tell it's like there's so much excitement. You know, for you, one thing, your son, I'm kind of not gonna lie, I was taken back too that he's 14, but when he said hi, Daddy, but there was so much love, but kind of sarcasm behind it. So I'm wondering if that, do you understand that?
Sarcasm is the daddy part.
Yeah.
What was that, hun?
The sarcasm is the daddy part.
Oh, I love it. I love it. The apple didn't fall far from that tree, huh? He, okay. I'm just listening for things that he's trying to bring in. He's okay with, he just keeps saying, I'm okay with where my toys are, where my stuff is, like showing me. I'm okay with where it went. It's like he didn't want it to just sit, but yet he's very protective, and he's showing me protect. I don't know if he collected like, oh, that was the other thing. He just brought it up. he kept showing me a comic book store, like Pokemon cards. We go to the comic book store. There was cards we collect. I don't know what this is. Does that make sense?
His brother, him and his brother.
Okay, perfect. Okay. That was the other thing I forgot. He's showing me it again. So, but it's like there's certain things that he wants to be sure that, that brother has, that family gets. But anything else that maybe we gave away or sold or gave to, Goodwill, whatever. It's like, he's like, it's okay. I'm okay with this. He loves that you kept his bed the same. I'm just going to tell you, that's what he just showed me.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He loves to sit on the edge of the bed with you both. He loves to sit on the bed. So I want you to just pay attention when you are in bed. Maybe you're, talking about him or whatever may be, and that kind of the memory comes up, or you start talking about things he did, whatever it may be. That is his way of letting you know his soul is right there, that is why you're having these memories, because he loves to sit in there and just almost like, I want to sit in there and just chat. So just know that that's one of his favorite places. Dad, he says that he wishes he would have learned to drive. He says, I wished he was like so anxious. He wanted to drive. But he said he loves to ride with you in the truck. And he's showing me like this truck.
Oh.
He is with you, Dad. He's with you in that truck.
You guys are making me cry.
I have to tell you, I don't know how he passed. He doesn't want to talk about it, and that's okay. I don't ever push. But I do want to tell you that this young man is such an old soul
Yeah.
that even only to living to 14, he feels he lived a very full and rich life. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that he was such an old soul already. So I hope you know that. I know, I always say that a parent should never bury their child, ever. It's not in the book. That it is not something that we should ever have to do. But I hope you both know that you raised and continue to keep a beautiful young man's memory alive. He's a good kid, and he'll continue to be that way. He's very, very protective of his brother, by the way. So he shows me being around the siblings, being around and wanting to make sure that they are okay. He's worried about one of them in particular, but he knows that that the sibling, this might be brother, he's very vague, but that sibling has their own special connection with him, and to not question that. It's like their own special thing. But I'll tell you,
Is there something that I can narrow down? Because I've kind of narrowed it down to 2. We have 5.
You have 5 kids? Bless your heart.
No, Jack was the baby.
Oh.
So when you say he was overprotective of his brother's almost 30, so that didn't make sense to me.
Oh, gotcha. So how many siblings are there?
His siblings 4.
Okay, so he's one of 5, right? Okay. But only one brother?
Yeah. And it's a half brother.
Okay.
I don't think it makes a difference, but
yeah. No, they even when I channel, they never come through and say like step or half or but I disagree with you, hon. He is very, very protective, but also in a sense with with the half brother, even though he's 30. But here's why. There's a sense of feeling because your son was such an old soul, very wise in his own years, being as young as he was, he had many lives, as far as how my beliefs are. Um, the reason he's making me feel that he's around that brother, that sibling so much is a sense of that sibling. There's a reason of being worried about him and needing for him to be protected or guided. I would just say my biggest suggestion is I feel coming from your son is to be very open and communicating with with the oldest, I guess, or the brother.
And you should brother and not a sister.
Yeah, well, unless who
I'm just
had
asking
the
because we are worried about not him, but we're worried about really one of the sisters.
of his sisters who
Well, my other daughter, she's Kayla. She was at work when this happened, and it's been 2 weeks, and she just won't come home. So that's
okay.
who I think you're might be referring to, unless there's something else I'm not seeing with his brother,
And what's his brother's name?
Christian.
Christian. Okay. Um, the only reason I felt that he was trying uh, to validate, if you will, that this was brother was because immediately after I had saw the connection with the cards, collecting, he immediately, and I think you had validated that him and his brother had that thing together. Is that right?
Well, they were supposed to go to a Pokemon something, or what was it? Yu-Gi-Oh comic something, and they never got to go.
Oh, it was-
Okay. So the whole comic store, the whole collector thing
It
makes all
yet to happen. It was like gonna happen, and it
right.
never happened.
Right. Okay. And that makes sense with that message.
Yeah.
And right after that is when he gave me that sense of worry for the older sibling. Now I could be misinterpreting this because he's the baby. This might be, the sister. Let me see if I can get more because I definitely want to make sure that we're validating the right child or the right
Well, yeah, I
message.
don't worry one about, you know what I mean?
Right. And your daughter, so Kayla hasn't come back since the niece had passed, correct?
No, and my other daughter, I didn't come home for like a week, but she's back.
I'll be right back. I just have to
Yeah.
go check on my patient.
Oh, you're good. Okay, let me see if I can get any more, just some more validation here. So, do you connect with the number 1616 with any of the kids?
No.
Okay, I want just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
How old is Kayla, hun?
22.
Okay. Okay. This is gonna sound really weird.
Alright.
But did did Kayla and Jack have their own I don't know how to put this in other words of like their own handshake, their own greeting, their own kind of nicknames for each other?
It'll call his.
Did you have that? No.
I don't think so.
I think
Yeah.
he did. Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah. They had their own little thing about them too.
it's like it's a very quirky feeling. I don't know how else to put it. Just kind of a very
They're like I say, like my oldest daughter and my youngest daughter are alike, and Kayla and Jack were alike.
okay, okay. I think then, yeah, I think that we are validating connecting more with Kayla. Um, Only because I feel like when I see that he's trying to show me that the two of them had a special, I mean, and even communication together, that they were, more similar, I guess, if you will. And that's how I'm
Yeah.
interpreting it. There, I'll tell you, I always say that, well, I've got to the point now after doing this 28 years, I never question what I get, the visions, the feelings. I still feel a sense of he's wanting to make sure that his older brother is, communication is open, that, he's able to, um, talk, reach out, connect with him. When it comes to Kayla, there's such a, I would say no vision's a good vision. He's not giving me a whole lot. The one thing I do feel that he's showing me is that, and maybe Kayla hasn't opened up about this quite yet, and I hope that if she hasn't, she does. But it's a feeling of even where that Jack knows that Kayla knows more about the troubles, the struggles, the things that that your niece was going through. And what's that, hun?
Maybe she was the closest sibling in the house to her.
Okay, that makes sense. I
Yeah.
really would say the biggest thing coming from your son is just please, as he's shown me, um, when you're able to, and as soon as you can, get with Kayla, and maybe even you can show her even this video and just the reading with her brother being here and validating her, but also validating that she is with your niece or that he is with your niece. Because I feel that she's holding on to a lot of even some guilt of the things that she knew before. Again, thinking maybe she could have done something to have stopped this. Um, it's a worry, but a very different, if that makes sense. But I definitely would see if you can't get in
Um,
touch with her.
um, I do think it's my daughter because I know, like before my niece came to my house, she went to her sister. So I
She
don't know if
wasn't.
that message is like for her sister because her sister, I guess she had gone there and first, and then she came to my house. But I don't
You're
know that. I don't know her sister like that because it's a half sister, and
gotcha,
I don't know
gotcha,
if she feels like that, but she was there first, I guess, acting off before she came
gotcha.
to my.
Okay,
So
yeah,
that might
no, that
be for her, maybe.
yeah,
I don't
that
know.
makes sense. I don't. It could be for her. I really feel there's such a connection with as your son is showing me with Kayla, but it's that worry of more of maybe she knew more or feels maybe guilty that she didn't get the chance to, even as simple as say goodbye to,
Yeah,
her cousin.
she wasn't here that day. She was at work. She was the only one that didn't see her that day.
Ah, okay.
It's so
Yeah,
sad.
that makes sense, hon. That makes sense.
Okay.
Um, but I feel if anything, your son is very well, he's a strong little soul and just very kind, very sweet, and very um so trying to think of the right word. For being only 14, his soul very much comes through as if he was older, and where he feels that because of that, he can be, such a strong energy of protection for everybody. It's
Yeah.
like he's wanting to, envelop everybody under his big old cloak, big old
He was
cape.
like when he was alive.
What's that, hun?
He was like that when he was alive.
Perfect. I love it. And I always say that the soul never changes ever, and but I hope that this message and these messages, these connections from your beautiful son, I hope they give you some comfort and knowing that he made it to the other side, that he's still the same sweet little young man that he is, and how, just caring and still worried and protective, even on the other side. But watch
He
for the
worried,
little signs for sure.
he
Yeah.
worried about everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I could definitely tell. But he was so kind and he was so polite when he woke me up Saturday.
Well, give him a little message for me. He's only come to my dreams once in a whole year, so come bother me in mine.
Okay. You just told him. You just told him.
My dreams.
And I'll tell
Yeah.
you, and it's very common. It's a very common thing to not have our loved ones come in our dreams as often as we like, and especially when you lose a child, because there's still just so much deep mourning and deep grief that once that starts to
And my
kind of
kick.
subside, he'll come in more. He'll
All
come
right.
in. He really loves to send animals. So watch for, and he's showing me birds. So birds are pretty.
Yay. Oh,
Okay, now you got to tell me what this is about.
Wow.
Now I need to know too.
when he died, I tried to think of a symbol or an animal that I could like assign him. His school, he went to Sheaf Road, so they're the bluebirds. So I just took it as any bluebird, any bird that was blue, any blue jay, whatever. Yes, we see them. Yes, we find feathers. But what day did that happen?
The 8th.
The day the anniversary of his death, a bird flew into my 18-year-old daughter's window and fell on the ground. She freaked out. She thought it was dead, so we ran outside. The bird was just standing there, like stunned. Okay. I go over to this bird and I pet this wild bird in my yard for a good 5 minutes. And you did too, right?
Yeah.
And then it just flew away.
Oh my
That
gosh.
happened on Friday.
But a month before that, too, our oldest son
Oh,
was
Christian.
working in Rockland County because he's an exterminator, and a blue jay wind up flying into his truck and stayed with him
For
for
3 stops.
3 different houses. He said he carried this blue jay around on his shoulder, got out of the
Oh
truck,
my.
went around, did his extermination, got back in the truck, went in the back of the truck to grab material. The blue jay stayed on the back of in the bed of the truck, got back in the truck with him again for like 3 different stops.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is
And
crazy.
the other day, when I went to work, because I'm a landscaper, I go out, I cut lawns. I come across this one house that I haven't cut at all this year because the guy started cutting it himself. So then he called me and asked me, "Oh, do you think you could cut my lawn today?" I said, "Sure, no problem." I get onto the yard, I start cutting his yard. I find blue jay feathers on his yard, right? I come home, I give them to my wife. She's like, "Hold on a second." She walks away, comes back with a feather that she picked up on the road the same day.
Wow. Oh my God.
Aww.
And I mean, these are the signs that I tell people that you can't question them. That this, and then for your cute son to validate, he's like, it's all these damn birds, and then the blue, all the blue he kept showing me. Like I said, I don't channel in colors, so for him to be so specific,
The blue,
so awesome.
the
I
blue
love it.
he was a big New York Giants fan too. So the blue for the New York Giants was his color.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I won't hold that against him. I'm just teasing. You guys are in New York?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll be coming to New Jersey in November 8th. I'll be on the East Coast. So if you guys are, able to, I would love to meet you in person and give you a big old hug and meet you. I know that they're not too far from each other. When I was in Jersey last year, I went over to New York for the first time, and I mean, I know that it's still really big, but I would absolutely love to meet you guys, and if that can work.
Yeah.
But well, I'm so glad you guys. I cannot tell you enough how freaking happy I am that we got you connected to your son and your son to you, and just everything. Just I'm very rarely speechless. And I am so speechless. I knew tonight needed to happen for some reason, and your son just made it all just beautiful. So, I just say keep his memory alive. Do the things that you would always do, the birthdays, the celebrations, even his anniversary of passing. I know those are the hard dates, but they don't want to be remembered as being, sad. They want you to remember and to have a celebration of his life. And I wanted to tell you, someone did mention something in the feed, and this made sense. So you said now the oldest is 30, right? Your oldest son is 30?
29.
Okay. And then he was 14, right?
Yes.
Okay. And is the oldest going to be 30 soon, like here soon?
No.
Okay. She was just connecting. That 16 number, we thought maybe it's she had mentioned 16 year difference. So we were wondering if that, it was a good connection. I thought, oh, maybe that's it. But just kind of wondered if you guys understood that one. But sometimes that's what they'll do. They'll bring up these numbers that are, to validate things like that. But
Do you think with him wanting to drive? I mean, I don't know.
no,
Well, Kayla's birthday is the 17th. That's the closest I think of.
Yeah, no, it feels to me like it's an age, but not his age of wanting to drive it. The 16th of a month. Sometimes it's even like 2016 is being a
His
date.
birthday is the 16th.
What's that, hun?
His godfather's birthday is the 16th.
Down.
Oh,
That's the only
okay.
thing I think of. And I
No,
have a friend that's on the 16th.
It was downstairs.
yeah. What did you say about downstairs?
We heard a crash or a bang down there in
Oh,
Norristown.
It kind of
he's messing with y'all.
it kind of sounded like a ping pong hitting the floor. Like
Our house has been very lively in the last week and a half.
I love it. Well, now you know why.
Oh, no, it was a cat. It was a cat.
yeah, but
Your son's like, don't forget me.
our daughter's friend earlier tonight came out of her bedroom and said, "I just saw an orb fly right across the room."
Oh, and when was that today?
That was a few hours ago.
Look at that.
That's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Isn't that amazing? There's your son. He's
Yeah.
like, hello, I'm
Play
still here.
everything.
Oh, well, you guys, thank you so much. I know it's so late where you guys are, and I thank you so much for staying up and letting me share these messages and being willing to and trusting me with your son's beautiful soul. And I hope this gave you some comfort, and this will definitely be one I'll never forget. That's for sure.
I won't either.
Well, I'll let you
Good.
know if it's a 16 thing. If it's not the Godfather, I don't know. But that's the only thing.
Well, another one of my followers, she made a good point too. Spirit loves to kind of mess, with numbers. And there's a lot of with addition, and 16, this will connect this way sometimes, and 1 and 6 is 7, and that is, the month he passed. So we could very well, he could be messing with me and doing it that way.
He's a jokester, so yeah, he'll definitely mess.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's exactly, because Spirit knows that I fucking hate math. So your son's like, so there you go. It's him being silly and messing
Well,
with
I mean,
me.
7 and 9. I was born in 1979. I mean, that's
Yeah, I mean,
but
oh, that's true. Yeah, see, you're getting it. This is how this stuff works. It's numerology.
yeah.
But I
Thank
do want
you.
to tell you, the minute you mentioned the Godfather, with the birthday on the
And I'll be back
16th,
again.
you're gonna, when you mention that, anytime that we validate what they're trying to communicate, I get what I call validation chills or God chills. And the minute you mention that, your son gave me head to toe chills. I
Okay.
feel it's his way of wanting to just recognize and validate, his Godfather. And I can't help but feel like that is just what your son would do, wanting to make sure, just it's like I want to include everybody. I know I can't, but let's just kind of in a roundabout way.
Well, sense because when we walked the walkway over the Hudson on Friday on the anniversary, because hospice had put on an event, and it was just pretty much us, our kids, and the only other people outside of like our immediate family that showed up was his godfather.
Oh,
His godmother
That's
didn't. She had just had surgery, and he was the only
wow.
like immediate family that was there. So he was probably recognizing Friday.
Absolutely.
It's funny you said like hospice, because when I, was at the whole thing with Jack, I was working for hospice then.
Oh,
Wow.
you were?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, the hospice event was scheduled in May, and there was a bad storm or something, and they had to
I
reschedule.
remember that,
They
yeah.
rescheduled for the anniversary date.
Okay, now your son just gave me like this funny like light bulb kind of sign. What day, what month and day did he pass?
8/8
What is
Lionsgate.
8 plus 8?
16! Shit!
Oh my
Jack!
Wow.
I haven't yelled his name like that since he was here.
Wow.
Your son is so clever, I'm telling you.
Oh, my kid.
What a little shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
making you guys work hard. Work hard on that math.
Well,
I
just
know, right? Right? Little
too.
sneak.
Another thing, when I started hearing you talk about Julia, I guess I came on too late. I didn't realize that was Michaela's mother's name, but that's also our niece's name. And she's a year younger than Jack.
What are the odds of that?
Yeah. But there's
I
like
mean,
30
really.
of them. There's a lot of cousins with them.
Wow.
His name Julia.
Wow. Well, and I'll tell you, that's it all, it all just aligned beautifully. And, I can't even tell you how, just so grateful that we were able to meet and get these messages to you. And, and just like I said, watch for those birds. I'm telling you, there'll be more. There will be more.
It's so funny
Okay.
because like sitting here with all this, like I felt like, the day that everything happened, like I was meant to be there and like meant to be involved in like Trix and Juan's life, like it's so weird. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I've told you before, you're like our angel, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Oh,
Our son was riding his bike home from his house, and
Careless driver.
driving a 250 series, pulling a trailer with landscaping equipment, ran him over.
Yeah.
Went into the shoulder and ran him over.
I saw everything happen and I pulled my car over and I ran over to Jack and his friend and yeah, so
Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my God. Well, I mean, of course, first and foremost, I mean, I, I'm so sorry for your loss and your son. I mean, something so sudden and unexpected and unavoid and something that could have been avoided, right? It could
Oh,
have been. Um,
Absolutely.
and then what I what I love and about all of this, and I mean, I'm trying to put this in the most respectful way, that the way that your son made sure that we connected is by getting Michaela here. I mean, it's like it's beautiful. So yeah, even back when he had the accident, Michaela, you were supposed to be there. That
I
was
know.
your
And it's crazy because like I said the same thing to my husband. I said, I never go grocery shopping when I got out of work late in the afternoon. And I was like, you know what, screw it. Let's just meet at the grocery store. I will get some groceries. And then I ended up driving in front of him. He was in the way back. And I never go after work to get groceries. And that day, like that happened. I said to my husband, I was like, for some reason, I felt like I was supposed to be there.
yeah,
Like it's the weirdest feeling. And I still feel that way, like I feel like this was like not in like, I mean, it's an effed up way that, this whole situation happened,
yeah.
but like, I just felt like I was meant to be there and like, we were all like, this whole connection was meant to happen.
Oh yeah,
Like life,
absolutely.
I feel like life just works in such weird ways.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's so magical. There's no words. It's incredible. And I think for me, it gives me that comfort in knowing that there is life after death, that we will see them again, that, this isn't the end. It sucks because the human side wants them here, of course, wants them. But I think just even this is why I do what I do and why I decided to leave my corporate job and to share my gifts, because I can't even imagine, the messages that need to be shared. And I know there's many more that need to be. And, but I think I couldn't do what I do without the Michaelas in the world, without, the many others that bring people together. And, so I think it's just, we're all in this crazy fucked up world for a reason. So,
That's for
uh,
sure.
but oh my gosh, you guys. Well, thank you again. And this will be on my YouTube, so you can share if you want or watch or whatever. And it'll be on Facebook as well. And but please stay in touch, and maybe I'll get a chance to see you guys in November when I'm on the East Coast.
I want to
Definitely.
come see you, so.
Yes, I would love it.
Well, we
I
can
would
And
all.
love
I've
it.
been talking to you for like what, 4 or 5 years
Yeah,
now. Well, because my
I know.
mother-in-law, you were the first. She was like, "Oh, I talked to this lady, and my mother-in-law put me onto you." And ever since then, I'm like,
I know, and
I'm
I'm on the
like,
other side of the country.
I know.
And my
Oh my
son,
Awesome.
goodness.
where's he at? Where are you at?
I'm yeah, I'm clear in Utah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Weird, huh?
Yeah.
It's awesome. It shows you how powerful that spirit is, though, I'll tell you. It's amazing.
Wow.
All
Yeah,
right,
you
you
see,
guys.
and I heard my phone go off and I went and laid down. And then I
And
opened
I
it up
never
and I
checked
looked
mine.
at it and she didn't even check hers. So I laid down and I was like, all right, you know what? I'm getting ready to go to bed. And I said, now, let me check the phone real quick. Then I opened it up. And when I opened it up, I'm walking down and I was like, Michaela sent this to watch this live. And as soon as I sat down next to my wife, the number 14 popped up. I was like, we just looked at each other
Yeah,
like,
as soon as he clicked it, and she was like, "Does anybody connect with 14?" I'm like,
that's why I wrote Jack 14.
Yeah. Well, I saw your comment and I was asking the other gal I was connected. I'm like, do you know who this one that said Jack 40? But see, that's you listening to your intuition, which is your son's little voice in your head going, all right, Dad, I need you right now. So, and again, if you wouldn't have done that, Dad, this
this
wouldn't have
wouldn't
all
happen.
come together.
Yeah.
So you have to give yourself some credit too, my friend.
Well, just a little. Don't
I
take
love
much.
it.
Or he
Well,
was cracking on how Christian said daddy.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
That's might be
yeah,
what it was.
He said it with emphasis, right?
Yeah. Like, so it's yeah.
yeah,
He was cracking.
with that
That's
sarcasm.
how my stepson used to say daddy when he was little, probably, because we joke about it all the time.
Oh,
And he was
Because
one.
he
gotcha.
like he go die, and we would always like joke and like tease the older son about it. So
Oh my
that's
gosh,
Cute.
what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes so much sense. You gotta love it. Personality has not changed.
No.
not at all.
I love it. All right, you guys. Well, I am exhausted. I'm gonna go to bed myself. And you guys, I know it's past midnight there, but Michaela, thank you so much, hon.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
bringing
Thank
all of us
you.
together. And
Thank you,
um,
Michaela.
Thank you.
You're
yeah.
welcome, guys.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Try to go get some sleep now.
You
I'll be
too.
up
Thank
for the
you.
next 8 hours at my job, so
Okay, well, go take care of your patient.
yes, I will.
All right, guys. Say bye.
Good night.
Oh my goodness. Holy smokes, you guys. Um, oh, I can't even catch my breath. I'm so emotional. That was just incredible, unbelievable. I mean, just oh my gosh, when I posted about that, and you guys can go back and see my post on Saturday, there were so many things so specific that I knew this little man, this guy, this little boy. I'm just gonna call him little boy because I know he's 14. um, I knew that what I was seeing and hearing and feeling, I knew that I couldn't question it. I knew I had to wake up. I knew I had to put it in my phone right then because I'll forget. And usually I get a connection, like someone will say, "Oh yeah," and we'll connect the soul with the family within a day. And I'm just sitting here going, all right, well, just trust, right? And trust in the process. And I mean, everything just absolutely amazing. I can't even tell you guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep. um, but what an amazing night. And, I know that we just got to a couple readings, but, that's how things go. And it was meant to be that way. And, I'm still going to plan to do these kind of spirit-led readings. I think a lot of people really like these. I mean, we'll still do the other, with cards, um, but I just feel like that just knowing I needed to do this. And isn't it, I just thought about this. Sorry, I got to talk about this. Isn't it ironic that I was going to do this last night? And really late last night. I think it was like what? It was going to be like 10 o'clock at night. But then I had my tooth act up and I ended up canceling and moving to tonight. I mean, it was supposed to be, right? It was supposed to be tonight. So just everything happens the way it's supposed to be. So, Michaela, we will yeah, we will save that, hun. I feel if anything, first and foremost, the reason that your mom's friend, if anything, let your mom know that Joanne came in. Let your mom know that she mentioned your mom's name. Let your mom know that Joanne is like part of the whole, group, the whole tribe of people that brought these beautiful parents to their beautiful soul of their son. And sometimes, that's just enough to validate the soul, if Joanne was just that way, if that makes sense. So it's just, yeah, it's absolutely it's unbelievable. It's beautiful. I don't know how else to put it. I'm just so happy that we connected that sweet young man to his parents, and what a tragic passing. I mean, and even what he put is like, that to let this go, that they did everything they could, not be mad at the doctors or whatever it may be. But that even applies to that even applies to the niece, you know, and that just breaks my heart as well. And but I'm telling you that sweet Jax, he was like, I need to get a hold of my parents, but not just to let them know I'm okay, but to let them know I'm with my cousin, you know. So so cute. I love it. Doing God's work. All right, you guys. I will I will see you guys probably next week. I'm not going to be doing Thursday night. That's why I did tonight too. Thursday, I got to take my daughter. I got to take JC school clothes shopping. You know, because school starts in a weekish, and she's been chomping at the bit. But I need a whole day's break, so I have nothing planned Thursday because I have a really big next couple months with events and parties. So, you know, so if you're wanting to book a reading or a party, I suggest doing it like ASAP. You know, go to the website and get that booked. And then, like I said, the events that I have coming up, we'll get those on the website. You can get tickets for my events coming up. But all right, I'm going to go and shove my face full of like some sugar, some chocolate, because chocolate's very grounding. And I cannot wait to see what happens the next time we meet. Right. So, all right, you guys, much love and much light. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.